an interesting part of the race coming up. You are closer than you thought, perhaps, you were going to get?
Well, race is coming fast one more time, and now it's only 2 legs to go. And I think we're pretty close to the podium. We have good chances to be there. And I think we're closer than we thought in Cape Town, that's for sure. And I think it's a couple of numbers which make us think that we could be okay, because since the last half of the race we've been sailing very well. So if we keep this standard, I think we will be fighting for the podium.
And the import races suddenly are important, aren't they?
They are important, of course, and well, we kind of thought that wouldn't be so important, because at the end of the race will be more points, but right now we start looking very important, and we're not very happy with Brunel. They're doing very well, and I think it's not possible for us to catch them up in the import race. I hope with Donfin and Albimedica we can still beat them in the import.
Yes. So for you, you had a very good leg into New Zealand.
Yes.
And you've had half the legs as skipper.
Yep.
Yeah. And how does that work? Are you both fresh as a result?
Well, I'm doing all the races anyway.
Yes.
I'm not doing the skipper in the boat anyway, so
yeah.
I start getting tired, that's for sure, like the rest of the guys and the rest of the old groups. But for sure he's much more fresh, and I think it's good when he comes, he pushes extra. And it's the way we organized this team at the beginning, because we started late and we had some compromises, and he had some commitments already, he couldn't leave. So I think worked pretty well, and I've got a lot of support from the whole team to try to do this job well.
Yeah, and the one design made it possible. Without one design, you wouldn't be in the race.
Oh, that's for sure. This time, I think as a sailor, probably don't like much this new formula, because I think in sailing it's a big sport where development and sail design and I think it's huge and it's very, very interesting. But we know that this time wouldn't be possible the other way. It's been much cheaper, it's been much simpler, and that's why we could have the sponsor 2 weeks before the start, and that's why we could start the project not even 1 year ago. We're finishing the Volvo, so we're very happy with that. I understand the next edition should be the same, and hopefully the world is better and we are able to raise some money for the future and come back to probably more interesting sailing like it was the Volvo 70s.
Yeah. Would you like to see the boats modified before the next race?
I'm not sure really. I'm not sure, because I think boat is what it is.
Yeah.
It's been a good boat, solid, no breakages the whole race. But for sure it's not a super performing. I mean, I think as you say, it's very strong, it's quite heavy. And I think for the next one we should keep it like this.
Yeah.
And try to take the possibility of having maybe 10 boats in the race, because we don't change much. If we start changing these ones, it's going to be messy, I think. So
yeah.
I would like to develop the boats for sure. As I said before, I would like to go again to another formula or 70s or whatever and really fight, but I'm conscious that you need a lot of money for that, and it's not the right moment. So I think we should, in my opinion, I think we should keep it the same.
Yeah, but to get Mapfre at the last minute was good.
Was good, yeah. Well, Mapfre has been with us a long time ago already, and was involved in the last Volvo program with Telefonica as well. He's been in the Olympic sailing with us, so we did the Barcelona World Race, Iker and me, together with Mapfre already 5 years ago. And it's part of our team, but Volvo is a big program, and at the end it came just in the last minute, but I think they're very happy, and we are super happy to be with them.
Yeah, and the last leg, what would you have done differently?
I think we sailed pretty well. I think very well, because I think we were always in the top 3, second, third. Sailed very conservatively, very not doing crazy things, and we passed Brunel. I think we were in the lead a couple of moments, but they passed us one night with no wind. They never stopped, and then the wind was coming from the building in the front, so the race got richer. and we couldn't pass them, but we hold very well to Dongfeng. I think the second position was very good result. The only thing is that Brunel, which is we are fighting with for the overall, they beat us, but there's nothing you can do against that.
The AIS, that has changed the race?
Well, the IAS, yeah, of course, it changed this a little bit, but the thing is, we can see each other anyway.
Yes.
Without the IAS, because we are sailing so close one to the other. So yes, it does change because you can see a little bit further with the IAS, 10-12 miles, and makes you a lot of control because during the night you see the tacking, laughing, and down. But I think we're sailing so close that this. I mean, what changed the race is that boats are equal, and it won this big change. We are so close, and then the IAS another small detail.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could turn it off and do a bit more action, a little bit more separation sometimes. Less position reports is a solution as well. You know, we have 4 position reports every 6 hours, and we could have 2, and then we will have more separations. But being the boats, the only problem is that being the boats so equal at the end, sometimes we think some things that we cannot do because it's too risky to leave the fleet. I think the people has done this before, and always you can win, but you can lose a lot. And if you lose 4 boats. If you win, yes, it's too much control.
Yes. Okay, just hang on a second. Now, in Spanish, explain the race a little.
Bueno, estamos ya cerca de terminar la Volvo, faltan 2 etapas, un mes. Y bueno, ya hemos hecho 7 etapas de esta edición, que bueno, considero que estamos al final más cerca del podium de la pelea de lo que esperábamos o de lo que pensábamos al principio, porque empezamos con un poquito de mal pie. Y bueno, una lectura es que la última mitad de la regata pues estamos siendo los mejores y bueno, si mantenemos un poco esta línea me hace pensar que podremos pelear por el podium hasta el último día, y bueno, es un poco nuestro objetivo, ¿no? Poder entrar ahí sería un éxito para un programa que empezamos tarde, como todo el mundo sabe, y que bueno, pues tuvimos que usar las primeras etapas como aprendizaje, y bueno, pues nos costaron mucho porque tuvimos malos resultados, pero después hemos navegado muy bien, y espero que esta etapa, que bueno, pues subimos la costa portuguesa a España y después terminamos en Lorient, pueda ser buena para nosotros.
Muchas gracias.
Muy
Buena
bien.
suerte.
Thank you very much.